Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your JIS News of the Week. Local Government and Community Development Minister Noel Arscott assured Parliament this week that drafting instructions had been issued to the Chief Parliamentary Council as efforts to entrench local government in the Jamaican Constitution this year are fast-tracked.
We intend to enhance the capacity of local government institutions, including local authorities.
Meanwhile, Minister Arscott, who was making his contribution to the 2012-2013 sectoral debate, also promised to aggressively move at enacting the National Building Act this legislative year. He said a new submission would be made shortly to the Legislation Committee to pave the way for tabling the bill in Parliament.
We are committed to provide a modern legal framework for the effective regulation and management of buildings and building-related activities to ensure safety in the environment and the promotion of sustainable development.
Government has signed a letter of intent for the execution of a container control program for Jamaica and its commercial ports of entry. The Finance Ministry signed the letter of intent Wednesday with the UN Office on Drugs and Crime and the World Customs Organization. Funded by the Canadian government, the program is meant to improve port security and prevent lawful maritime cargo containers from being used for unlawful activities.
This letter of intent recognizes that a funded and enhanced partnership is necessary for combating illicit drugs trafficking and other transnational crimes.
An economic diversification program was launched this week to help 40 farmers in traditional banana-producing areas in St. Mary and St. Thomas boost their productive capacity. The 16-month project will provide the farmers with alternate income-generating activities in the areas of beekeeping, goat rearing, and hot pepper production.
But let me say this, it is not a forever thing. So when you get an opportunity, make use of it. Let it multiply and grow.
Cabinet has approved several contracts to supply textbooks to primary and secondary schools for the new academic year. They include 3 contracts with a total value of a little more than $486 million awarded for the procurement and distribution of texts under the National Textbook Loan Scheme. Another 3 contracts have also been approved to supply and distribute specific texts to 792 public primary schools and 23 other government-supported schools.
The Ministry of Education is preparing and has available the required texts in each subject for each grade, which will be distributed to the schools in mid-August.
And finally, Transport and Work State Minister Richard Azan announced the commencement of work this week on the Jacks River and Fontabelle bridges in St. Mary. He said a 50-foot bridge was to be erected at Fontabelle and a 100-foot structure at Jacks River. The work on both bridges should be completed in about 6 weeks and will also include river training. And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.